Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel. And welcome back to another episode of the Juice Junior Road to the Show series here on MLB The Show 25. Today is the day. If we take a look at the calendar, we've got two more 3-game sets against the Orioles and the Royals before we get to All-Star Weekend. Or week, I guess not really weekend. All-Star Week, where we will be participating in not only the Home Run Derby, but also the actual All-Star Game. That's super awesome. We've done some hard work to get here. If you're curious about what our numbers are in order to get to this spot, we can go right here to, if I can find it, we can go right here to the league leaders. We haven't qualified for anything like that yet, like the batting average or anything, but we will by the end of the season because we just haven't had enough plate appearances. But we have 42 home runs. That is good enough, obviously, to be part of the Home Run Derby. We've almost doubled everybody. We have 97 RBIs, which we've passed Shohei Ohtani. Last episode, we were battling with Shohei, but we've passed him. We have not earned enough runs yet, but that doesn't really matter for the purposes of what we're trying to do. And the rest of the stuff we haven't got yet, that's only because we haven't qualified for it yet. And if we go over here to the All-Star voting and we go over to the third base side, we have 864,000 votes as a third baseman / starting pitcher, which means we will be the starting third baseman for the All-Star game. I don't think we're going to be the starting pitcher, even though we have the most votes out of any starting pitcher. We just don't have like the innings pitched or anything like that to pass any of these guys. So we will be the starting third baseman for the All-Star game for the National League, which is super awesome. And I think if we go over here to the awards and we go over here, we will be qualifying for the MVP once we have gotten enough stuff. If we go over here to the Rookie of the Year, we are clearly the Rookie of the Year in the National League. So Juice Jr. is progressing very well. He's on track. He's doing exactly everything that he needs to do. But we got to solidify it. 3 more games, including 1 more pitching appearance before we get to the All-Star break. Then we'll play that. And then we will do that might be all for this episode, these three games. These 3 things, the series against the Orioles, the series against the Royals, and then the All-Star week. And then that might be the end of the episode. But then what I will probably do after that is simulate all the way to around September. Probably this final week against the Cubs and Marlins. We'll see where the Mets are in terms of record. I'll probably jump in and play like a series or 2 during the simulation off camera, just to kind of keep Juice Jr.'s stats similar to what they need to be. They're not obviously going to be that good once we start simulating because he's not going to be performing the way that I perform with him. So his numbers are going to drop significantly, but if we can keep them high enough, we should be able to still win like MVP and all that kind of good stuff. But I want to simulate through to get to the potential postseason. If we play it good enough, we could make the postseason. We're 49 and 42. I think we're only a game back of the Phillies. Yeah, they're 50 and 41, so if we can pass the Phillies, get the division win, we should make the playoffs, and then the next video would probably include Juice's first postseason appearance, if we make it. That's the goal. So that's the game plan. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's get started here, playing this series against the Baltimore Orioles. We got 3 games against them, and then we got a pitching game against the Royals, and then 2 more after that. So let's start this. We're playing third base, hitting 6th. Let's go mash a few more home runs. We start with a dynamic challenge. Obviously, we're going for the home run. On the road in Baltimore, trying to win as many games as possible to keep our pace with the Philadelphia Phillies and make sure that we do have a postseason appearance. I'd really like to play some October baseball with this Mets squad in year number 1 of being up here, or year 1 or a half a year of being up here. That's not going to be the home run we were looking for, but it is an RBI double, which we always hit for some reason. It is RBI doubles. I'm just glad that stayed fair. And we unlocked the perk running on fumes, so another hitting perk. We are going to be to the point very soon where all the hitting perks have been unlocked. We're getting very close to that. That's going to get over the head of the left fielder. 53 speed, they might send him here. Please don't send him. They're not going to. Okay, good. He would have got thrown out by a mile. But it's another double for the juice. Another dynamic challenge opportunity here. Hit a home run. I'm obviously going to try that. We're up 5-1. Runners on first and second. All right, Charlie Morton. Give me what you got. Oh, that's not a home run. That's not even a base hit. It is an out to second. Well, a ground out to third who throws to second. That is an unfortunate scenario right there. I'm going to move over to third, or move over closer in the middle here. Oh, I don't know what's happening here. The pulse, I did a little bit better. Oh, I got it actually. 61 speed. Oh, I messed it up. I thought there was only one circle, but there was 2 circles and then an X. I actually got the pulse, but these new fielding mechanics, man, I can't get them. Just give me the normal old school road to the show mechanics where I have to drag the analog stick over. I can't time these buttons. It's too much adrenaline pumping through me. I can't time this stuff. Another double. So it looks like we're not going to be hitting any home runs in this first game against the Baltimore Orioles, but we are going to have 3 doubles. We keep our hitting streak alive, but that home run number does not grow just yet. Back on third base. Probably a double play opportunity right here. We are winning 8-2, which is beautiful. Grounder off the glove. Get it to second. He's not going to have it in time. Another fielding mistake. That time it wasn't really even my fault. I was in position and just bounced off the glove. I don't know. It's not an error, though, at least. I don't know what happened there. And final time at the plate, probably. We're going to try for another home run. Keegan Aiken is on the mound. Boom. It's not another home run, but it is another double. What am I doing with all these doubles? Why am I hitting them so much? I'm not really even trying. I'm trying to hit home runs. Oh, they wanted to give me a triple there, but the out of bounds territory over there is not that deep, so it would have been harder to do. We do secure the victory 8-4. I had a bunch of doubles. We unlocked running on fumes, which I would assume has something to do with like being out of stamina and you're still like, maybe you get a little speed boost when you're out of stamina or something. I have no idea what that could be. And we start game 2 in the field. I don't necessarily like that too much. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. He smokes one to me. I'm going to tag the third base bag. I tried for the triple play. I don't even know why I tried for the triple play. It just kind of dragged me to the third base bag, so I just touched it. I was trying for a triple play. That would have been absolutely insane if I hit that. We got to time these balls up so that we can start smacking home runs, because doubles are fine, but doubles don't score runs when nobody's on base. We got to start scoring our own runs. Gunnar Henderson with a play at shortstop, but we just didn't have the speed. Oh, I thought we had that beat. Oh, that's annoying. I thought we really had that beat. We need to upgrade our speed just a little bit more. There we go. Finally, a home run. Perfect, perfect. It's about time. But I thought we had enough speed. If we upgrade our speed to maybe 70, 77, 78, I feel like we beat that throw. Maybe even up to 80. Finally, we hit a home run. We up 5-1 now in the top of the 5th. That one, I don't think is going to be a home run, but it should be an out, actually. Wow. Flying out to left field. A rare thing that happens. Top of the 7th. I'm assuming, is that Juan Soto on base? Oh, it doesn't matter because he's coming home anyway. It's another home run, a no-doubter into left field. 7-1. Brushing it off the shoulders as one does. And that should be the victory if we can hold on. It's 8-2, maybe. 8-4, possibly. 8-2. Another victory, and now we're going for the sweep. But at least I hit a couple home runs in that game. That makes me feel a little bit better. But the batting average, for some reason, still keeps dropping. It's so fickle when you get up to these high numbers in terms of average, because one out will drop you like 9 points. It's kind of crazy. And Grayson Rodriguez, at one point thought to be the next big thing coming from the Orioles organization, hasn't really panned out that much. He's been an okay pitcher, but he's not been hyped. He's not lived up to the hype that he was given. And maybe that's unfair that he was given so much hype, but I mean, hey, that's what happens. Ooh, that is Apo Taco. I don't usually hit stuff like that. Can I get a triple here? I'm going to try for it. I got 75 speed. Give me that triple. Oh, no, I didn't hold on to the thing. Did I get out? I did get out. Wow. I screwed that all up, didn't I? I thought that I didn't need to once I thought I got around the bag enough to be able to not hold on to the analog stick anymore. I clearly didn't. I probably would have got thrown out at third anyway, so. Once we get up to speed, we'll start hitting triples. We'll start hitting big time stealing situations and all that kind of good stuff once we upgrade our speed a little bit more. Is that going to get out? Did I just strong arm that out of here? No, I didn't. Okay. A little bit of a struggle here in game 3 against the Orioles. Top of the 8th. It's 7-4. We got a runner on. Looks like Big Pete is out there. Brian Baker is on the mound, and I just grounded that to Gunnar Henderson. What am I doing? Am I washed? What happened there? What was that? That was absolutely annoying. 8-4. Please hold on for the victory. And we do. We sweep the Orioles. That's a big 3-game win streak that we just went on there. That's big 3 games we just won. And now we have our pitching game against Kansas City. I think it's game 1 against the Royals, which should go hopefully very well. We earned another pack. That's cool. And it is game 1 against the Orioles, or against the Royals. So 3 games remain in this pre-All-Star break. Do we have any perks? We only have 9 skill points or 9 tokens. Yeah, we only have, what is that, 6 more Turks? 6 more perks to unlock, which I'm assuming we'll get maybe by the end of the season. I don't know how we unlock them, but we're doing it. And in the last episode as well, we did upgrade this one, Precision Strike, all the way up to level 4. So we do have 1 perk. It's the only perk that we have so far that is upgraded, but we do have 1 perk that has been upgraded. And we get to finally see if it makes an impact here as we pitch against the Royals, who look like they have a pretty decent team. I mean, they're the Royals. They're what you expect. We're going up against Michael Wacha, also touted as a big-time, next big thing type of pitcher for the Cardinals. He was okay. But we are 3-0, even though we pitched 4 games. We didn't win our first start ever. We've pitched about 28 innings, 52 strikeouts. That's going to go up today. And a sub 0.32 ERA. We got a 0.31 ERA. I need that to get lower as well. So here we go. Juice on the mound again. Final time before the All-Star break. Let's see what we can do. We've got ourselves a Bosch Challenge rivalry. Okay. Seems like these two have some beef. Top a rival by getting them out. Well, that seems a little strange. Why do I have a rivalry with Maikel Garcia? I don't care enough about Maikel Garcia to have a rivalry with him. He's not on my level. He's not even underneath my level. Why do I have a rivalry with him? Why do we have beef? Doesn't really make much sense. He's going to pop out to me, little can of corn, on a knuckle curve, because nobody can hit the knuckle curve. I didn't strike him out, unfortunately. And then Kyle Isbell will take a swing at things. Hopefully he won't be able to do anything. Look at that. 52 and 42. We've really started to make the Phillies sweat. And hopefully they're not able to keep pace with us and they actually lose. And maybe we pass them. Because we were only a game back. We were only a single game back before we started this episode. I'd really love to strike out Bobby Witt right here. One of the best players in baseball. Let's swing and miss right here, Bobby. Oh, never mind. He stares at it, keeps the bat on the shoulders, and it's strike 3 regardless. And we get ourselves a little hitting chance here. What's Michael Wacha gonna do? He's not gonna do anything. That goes into left field to the wall. It's going to be another double. Because apparently doubles are all that I can hit. At least it keeps the hitting streak alive. We don't have to worry about that anymore. But doubles are all that I can do. Jonathan India, former Cincinnati Red. Kind of annoyed that he got traded from the Reds, but I mean, it's fine. It's whatever. I like Jonathan India, but I'm fine with what the Reds were doing. If you didn't know, I am a Reds fan. As we swing and miss on Jonathan India, that's a big strikeout. That is a big strikeout. Now the Pasquatch has shown up. Vinny Pasquantino. We are very familiar with this Orioles roster. It's very, very similar to the one that we had when we did the Kansas City Royals rebuild a couple of MLB shows ago. I think that was MLB The Show 22 that we did that, because then 23, or was that 23? Because then 24 was the Padres? I can't remember. I can't remember which. Was there one in between that? Because we did the Reds first. Then we did the Royals. Then we did the... Who was after the Royals? Because we came back to the National League, right? We had to have, because that's what I've been doing. It had to have been the Padres then. Because then we go back to the Angels in the American League. So that must have been 22 for the Reds. I thought that was 21 for the Reds. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying we're very familiar with this Royals team. They're very similar to what we had a couple years ago with them. Most of these guys are the exact same, except for, obviously, we didn't have India on the team. But they're very, very similar. And we won a World Series with them. We won a couple, actually, I think, with the Kansas City Royals. So we are very familiar with this roster. Obviously, it's not the same as what we won the championship with back in the series. But when we started out, this team was pretty rough, and we rebuilt them. Now we're rebuilding the LA Angels, if you're familiar with that series, going currently on the channel. And we're cruising through this Royals lineup. We've gotten through 1 through 8 with no resistance whatsoever. And here comes number 9, Drew Waters. He will chop a sweeper into the glove or into the body of the catcher. We'll try a knuckle curve. Ooh, he actually gets a piece of that. So both times I've thrown the knuckle curve, the batter's been able to hit it. Now, Michael Garcia popped it up to me, but still, I don't know why people are hitting the knuckle curve. Usually it's untouchable. So you think you're untouchable. I guess we'll just have to strike out Michael. If we weren't able to strike out Michael Garcia the first time we came up against him, I guess we'll just have to strike him out the second time we come up against him. And that is, never mind, not a strikeout. It's going to be a little bloop into right field territory, but the second baseman goes and makes the play. Brandon Lau is over here? How did he get to the Mets? They must have made some sort of trade. We do lead the NL wildcard standings, but remember, I'm not trying to win the NL wildcard standings. I'm trying to win the division. I would rather win the division than be a wildcard team, obviously. That's a beautiful out by Kyle Isbell right there. And now it's Bobby Witt. Oh, Bobby. He grounds that into shortstop Frankie Lindor on to make the play. Even with 99 speed, Bobby Witt couldn't make that. What's this? Oh, this is the offensive leaders that we've had going on right now. We have been a pretty good offense because we are winning a bunch of games. I'd like to hit a few more home runs, though. And that is exactly what I asked for. Thank you, Juice Jr. A big-time home run, number 45, I think, on the year. That is a big-time home run, and if we're not going to get any run support from the rest of the teammates, I guess we got to give ourselves our own run support. So we go into the bottom of the 5th, up 1-0 now. And we are cruising for a bruising right now against the Kansas City Royals. That's a pass squash foul ball over the right field side into the first base side. And let's try to get him on a sinker. There's no way he's going to be able to survive the sinker. He chops it foul. He did survive the sinker. I was wrong. You know what? We haven't thrown any stinky cheese at all. Let's give him some high heat. Some of the stinkiest cheese we have, and the pass squash could not handle it. Not many people can. We throw that ball so hard and so fast, it's almost like a blur. It's like we're shooting it out of a cannon or something. Hunter Renfroe has a career home runs 205. That's pretty impressive. Good for him. He's got 205 home runs. He's not going to have one anymore in this game against me. As we get out of another inning, we are the king of very efficient, clean innings here in the Mets organization. They've never seen anybody as clean as me. I'm so clean you could eat off of me. That's how much clean inning I have. I don't know why you would eat off me, but you could. I'm that clean. He fouls off the slider, and you know what that means. If we don't get him on the slider, we go to the cheese. Up in the zone. Bye-bye, Michael Massey. You couldn't handle the heat, so get out of the kitchen. Freddie Fermin, swing and a miss on the fastball. It's the same song and dance. It's a swing and a miss on the fastball. It's a swing and a miss on the sweeper. Actually, never mind. It's not a swing and a miss on the sweeper. It's a pop out to right field. And now it's Drew Waters. Warders. Worsher. 2-0. Oh, 0-2, not 2-0. 0-2. Let's go for the fastball. The cheese. Ooh, he actually handled... Out of all the people in this lineup, Drew Waters is the one to actually make contact with the fastball up in the zone. He hits the sweeper. It's bobbled by the third baseman. I would never. But it is out regardless. We come back to the plate after just hitting a home run, and we unlocked the conductor perk. Isn't that something? Another pitching perk has been unlocked. Oh, look at the bat flip in slow motion. We will be changing up our bat flips as we go throughout this series. So, just like we did with Drew Sr. Hunter Harvey is on the mound now. And he gave up a 2-run shot to left field. Thank you, Hunter Harvey, for your dedication to being sucky. The Mets are on the board again. And now we've got another dynamic challenge. Get ahead and stay ahead. I guess I'll just end the inning without allowing a run, because I can never guarantee if we're going to strike out the side or not. I'd love to strike out the side, but I can't guarantee it because Michael Garcia is free swinging. And he might make contact and get a ball in play. He misses over the top of the sweeper, though, and then we'll go for the classic strikeout pitch, the good old slide piece. And see, that's why I can't guarantee the strikeout, because he actually hit the slider into play, but it's a grounder to second base, and it's an out. That's why I cannot guarantee the good old-fashioned strike out the side in order. But I can guarantee a strikeout to Kyle Isbell, because he sucks. Ooh, not called strike 2 on the sinking action here. What are we doing, umpire? You're not going to give that to me? And the sweeper's not giving either? Okay, now we're getting a little bit out of control there, umpire. Am I going to have to go to the parking lot and break your kneecaps? Because what are we doing out here? There's the fastball up in the zone, and Kyle Isbell thinks he's God? Thinks he can hit my fastball up, and he thinks he can hit the stinky cheese? That's what you get. I make you look stupid for swinging and actually making contact with my cheese. How dare you? Okay, we're breaking this umpire's kneecaps. That's what's going to happen. How is that not a strike? Bobby Witt swings and misses, or swings and makes contact but fouls off the sinker. Misses the sweeper. And now we punish him with the slider. And that's not strike 3. This umpire is starting to nerve me. I'm going to punch him in the nuts. A fastball fouled off by Bobby Witt. We're going right back to the slider. If this is not called strike 3, I'm fighting the umpire. Thank you. He heard me. He didn't want any of the smoke. We go to the bottom of the 8th, up 3-0. 4, 5, and 6 for the Royals. Let's try the sinker. See if we can get it in action there. And that is called ball 1. This umpire right now is starting to give me the business, and I do not want the business from him. We're starting to get a little bit annoyed with each other. Soto actually tracked a lot of ground there to get that ball. Good for him. It would have been a foul ball regardless. The pass squatch comes up. He's 0 for 2. He grounds that to second base. Lowe is right there, and that is the second out. Congratulations. And now it's Hunter Renfroe, hitting number 6 in the order, DHing today because he doesn't have any speed. And this umpire has lost his job. There's no way he can keep his job after the strike zone he's been calling today. This is unbelievable. We're going to fight him. We're going to break his kneecaps, and he's going to be sleeping with the fishes when we're done. Slider. How did Hunter Renfroe even think about making contact with that? It's almost like he's a professional baseball player. Fastball up in the zone. Not called strike 3. Are you having a cow? And if you are, can I milk it? The sweeper gets out of hand. It's a full count. It's a fastball, just bullet down the throat of Hunter Renfroe. Couldn't handle it. We go bottom 9. Oh, they pulled? Or wait, no, they didn't pull me. I was going to say, I thought for a second they pulled me, but it's the Royals who pulled their pitcher. John Schreiber has been added to this team and put on the mound here to go against me because apparently they don't have anybody else better. He allows a single from me, so now we're only, a triple away from the cycle, but we're not going to get that because we go bottom 9. They're going to let me have it. That's pretty cool. Here we go. We are going to finish this game. 7, 8, and 9, the 3 worst hitters on this roster. Let's finish this game. We've thrown how many pitches so far? 74 pitches. That's pretty good. Nothing too crazy. Our stamina is a little bit low, I will admit. And now that it's like almost on cue. The manager says the pitcher is getting tired. I understand the pitcher's getting tired. But we got 3 more outs. As long as I can survive 3 more outs, we'll be history makers. That's a beautiful slider called strike 3. Froze Michael Massey. Now it's Freddie Framin. He fouls off the fastball. I like pitching this side of the plate because we get the sweeper. Bada bing, bada boom. He misses it. And then we get the little slider action here. And he misses that as well. We are 1 out away. 1 out away. The stamina is basically gone at this point. It's Drew Waters, the final man that stands in my way. Here comes the sinker. He fouls that off. We got to give him the high cheese. It's the only thing to do. The cheese in the zone, and it's perfection for the juice. It's a perfect game. We have now achieved what many people strive their entire careers to do, and that is achieve a perfect game. We've done it in AA. We've done it in AAA. And we've now done it in the major leagues. We've thrown 3 perfect games in our professional career. First one in the bigs. And look at all the boys celebrating. The perfect game has been achieved. I knew it was going to happen at some point. I just didn't know when or what team it was going to happen against. And it comes against the Kansas City Royals. We joined that exclusive club. Anytime you dominate like this, you're feeling pretty good. That's exactly how I'm feeling right now. What else does this mystery one-armed guy with a microphone have to say? I just took it pitch by pitch. I just tried to be aggressive and go after the batters. I just try to be aggressive. I'm always aggressive. It's my nature. I'm an aggressive type of guy. At one point, did you become aware? I became aware in like the 8th inning. I didn't realize I had a perfect game until like the 8th. I didn't notice I had a perfect game until late in the game. Yeah, that's basically what I said. I didn't realize, legitimately, I didn't realize I had the perfect game. I thought at some point they had a hit. I had to look into my pitches. The umpire didn't do me any favors out there. I probably could have thrown less pitches if he would have just gave me some strikes. You just threw 83 pitches and a perfect start. I was able to throw a lot of strikes. Yeah, I was able to throw a lot of strikes. I would have thrown more strikes if that stupid umpire would have called more strikes on me and gave me a little bit of a better strike zone. What a performance, though. We ended Bobby Witt's hitting streak, too, by the way. We also have 4 for 4. So not only did we go perfect from the mound, we also went perfect from the plate. We just had an all-around perfect day against the Kansas City Royals. We earned ourselves probably 28, maybe 29. Yep, 29 tokens in one singular game. And now we are 2 games away from the All-Star break. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the All-Star break. Boss Challenge. We're going up. We're trying to hit the home run against Cole Reagans, another guy that we didn't have back in the Royals series, which is kind of annoying. But it doesn't matter. Maybe I don't want him on the team because he just gave a home run to me. Is that going to get out, actually? It is going to get out. It's into the stands. It's a home run for us. That is absolutely the way we want to start. Beautiful. And now we've got a runner on first, still against Cole Reagans, here in the top of the 4th. Can I get to 50 home runs by the All-Star break? That would be legitimately the coolest thing I've ever done. Unfortunately, that one is not going to get out of here. That's kind of sucky. That is kind of sucky suck, if you ask me. Ooh, the Royals actually got one back. It's 2-1 now. Reagan's still in the game, top of 6. He's not as efficient as I was. Nobody is. And that one's going to go into left field for a double. Will they be able to score me after this? Probably not. But at least I'm doing my part. And getting... We are max relationship with Onyx Vega. I don't even know who Onyx Vega is. Who in the wide world of sports has named Onyx Vega? That's an insane name. But whatever the case, whoever he is, we've earned a max relationship with him. I guess that's good. I don't know who he is. And the top of the ninth, we might have lost this game because I didn't produce. I didn't hit a home run in that game. Or at least I didn't hit a second home run in that game. Yeah, we lose that game very annoyingly, 3-2. So hopefully the Phillies don't come back after that. We should have built up a little 4-game advantage or something. A 30-game hitting streak for the Juice. Pretty impressive. Ooh, this is a dangerous situation. We got a runner on second, and they're playing me in the super infield here. Hunter Renfroe is actually going to bunt. Does Hunter Renfroe have any speed? He's got 49. Why would he bunt? That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. They didn't move the runner. He didn't do anything. He just wasted an out. Because Hunter Renfroe's got load in his pants when he runs. All right, Chris Bubich. It's Bubich, right? Or is it Bubik? I think it's Bubich. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Bye-bye, baseball. See you later. Sayonara. That one is out of here. A boss challenge? Who's it going to be? It's a premier arm. Oh, it's another boss challenge against Chris Bubich. We've activated the defibrillator perk. Give me another one, Bubich. If you want to be such a premier arm, throw me your best stuff. Throw me your best stuff and see what I'll do with it. Because I'll tell you, I'll put it in the stands. Thank you very much, Chris Bubich. That one is gone. Bye-bye, baseball. And that is our 48th and 49th home runs on the season. So I'm pretty sure if we get another chance to hit one, it would be number 50. Oh, a diving miss by me. I think I pulled myself too far to the inside on that one. I hate playing third base, man. I'd rather just be a pitcher in DH. Just let me be a DH like Shohei. Why can't I be that? We are losing 11-5. Wow, we've really lost our stuff, haven't we? We're getting absolutely cooked. And even all the production that I'm giving you is nothing because we down 11-5. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? Driving all the runners? Absolutely, I'm going to try. Here we go. Alec Marsh on the mound, top of the 7th. Runners on second and first. Those runners are no longer on second and first. They are going to try to come around to score. Pete Alonso's running around trying to get home. Send him home, please. They're going to. They're going to throw me out of third. Darn it. But at least Pete Alonso got home before they did that. I thought that he would throw it to... Oh, my God. It's 15-8. I thought they would throw it to home and not to me, but they did. All right, we lose that game, and we lose the series to the Royals, actually. But the only game that we won was the game that I pitched, the perfect game. So we don't actually achieve 50 home runs before the All-Star break. But 49 is pretty awesome. I'll take 49. But now we have gotten to the All-Star weekend. Why do I keep doing that? The All-Star week. And there we go. We have gotten it. We have been invited to swing for the fences in the Home Run Derby. Of course I'd like to participate. Of course I'd like to participate. This is who we're going up against. And I got to win this. I mean, it just has to happen. I think Juice Jr. took a long time to win a Home Run Derby, if I'm not mistaken. All right, the top 4 advance to the second round. Here we go. We've earned 49 home runs. Let's keep it going. All right, come on, pitcher. What are we doing here? Give me some meatballs. It's the All-Star break. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That didn't go over the wall. That one does. That one's mashed. Stays fair. I hate going first because I don't know what pace to set. I don't know. I'd rather know how many pitches or how many home runs I have to hit so that I can get ready. This is not starting off very well. I've got a minute 40, and I've only hit 5. This is why Juice Sr. struggled so much in the home run derby and couldn't actually win an award until a long time in his career. Oh, that one went triple deck. Come on, Juice. Get there. Get there, big dog. Get there. These ones just aren't going out. I'm only normal swinging, too, by the way. I'm not power swinging or anything. All right, we're fully out of energy. I might have to start calling my timeout here. All right, let's call the timeout. Let's call the timeout. Let's calm down a little bit. Get some of that energy back for the last 40 seconds. So we can try to go hard for the fences here. We've got double digits at least. But I think that's not going to be enough to get top 4. I mean, have you seen some of the guys that are in this competition? I'd like to at least get like 15, but I don't think that's going to be possible. All right, now we've just got out. So we've gotten through the time. Oh my God, that didn't get it. What are we talking about here? I'm already at 2 outs. I can't really screw up anymore. I've already at 3 outs. I can't really screw up anymore. That is it. I hit 12 in the first round. I don't think that's going to be enough to be to move on. Corey Seager already hit 17. Yeah, we're in trouble. I think we might have lost right here. And Ohtani hit 17. So now if somebody else hits 17, we're really, really in trouble. 15 for Judge. Well, that's the top 4. So everybody else has to hit under 12. And we are eliminated. We have been eliminated. Kyle Schwarber wins it. Yeah, that was pretty brutal. Only 12 home runs? I just couldn't get around the baseball. I just couldn't get around it like I do in the actual games. Well, that's a little bit embarrassing. So now we'll have to go through at some point and win a home run derby another year. You've been chosen to represent the National League in the All-Star Game, as I should. Oh, we're starting. Oh, no, we're not starting. I was going to say, why didn't we start at third base? I don't know, but we're on the mound. We might as well go in and see what happens. Taking on Vlad, trying to have an impressive all-star appearance. I can't believe that we are not starting third baseman. I don't know how they didn't put me there. Whatever, at least we made the game. We achieved what I was trying to do, which was appear in the all-star game. And we've actually done that, which is super awesome. And now all we got to do is win Rookie of the Year and MVP and make the playoffs with the Mets. Those are the last 3 goals that we have. Let's see what we can do against Michael Fishman. We're pretty familiar with him from our Angels series. Hopefully he doesn't retire. I haven't filmed the off-season video yet to see if he's going to retire. There's the sinker, and let's go back to the slider. It worked on Vlad Jr. Let's see if it works on Mike Trout. It does. Swing and a miss. Expertly executed by the Juice. And now it is Seiya Suzuki. He's on that short list of guys that against me are super hard to get out for some reason. But this time, I got him out, thankfully. And that's a very impressive inning. Are they going to let me hit? You didn't let me hit the entire game? That's crazy. I pitched one inning, 2 strikeouts in the 6th in the All-Star game. At least I can say that I was an All-Star. But you didn't let me hit in the All-Star game. That's crazy. All right, are we playing the Futures game? We are not, because it doesn't look like it. So, we've got an off day. Let's go and work on our knuckleball control, I guess. Try to get that up a little bit. Oh, here we go. What's this? What do we got here? Stephanie Saunders talking to me. Just wanted to check in with you during the All-Star break. Okay, what do you want to say? Different organization. Ooh. So we're talking about possible trade opportunities here. This is pretty early. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want to say here. Do I want to stay with the Mets? I think I want to ride it out with the Mets for the season. But I also wish that you could just call up Stephanie Saunders and ask for a trade at any time. I wish I didn't have to wait until she brings up herself. I think I'm going to stay with the Mets and ride it out for the postseason. See what we can do. But I wonder if I can discuss being a DH. I want to discuss being done as a two-way. No, I don't want to be done as a two-way player. I want to discuss changing the balance of my duties as a two-way player. I still want to be a two-way player. I want to discuss changing. Yes. Here we go. I still want to be Can I be a DH? Well, that's a pretty big deal. I will let the Mets front office know that you want to talk about possibly playing a different position. Okay, yes. I want to be a DH. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Can I just be a primary DH starting pitcher? That's what I want to be. I don't want to play third base anymore. I don't care about the gold gloves. I don't care about anything like that. I just want to be a DH. Oh, here we go. We're already getting... What is the shirt that I'm wearing? I would never wear something like that. Brian Rodriguez is talking to me. Okay. I heard you want to change your position in the field. No, I don't want to be in the field. Did you want to stay in the infield? No, I don't want to be in the infield at all. I want to be a DH. Is that not a possibility? Where do you want to play? Catcher, first base, middle infield? I want to be the freaking DH. Can I not be that? I can't back out of this anyway. I can't take Pete Alonso away from first base. I guess I could be second base and take away from Brandon Lau. Second base or shortstop. Well, I can't take away from Frankie. All right, looks like we're moving to second base. Well, I didn't want that to happen. I wanted to just be a freaking DH. It won't let me just be a DH and starting pitcher. Why is that so difficult to be? That's just what I want to be. Just let me be what I want to be. All right, let's take a quick look at the standings here. So we are a half a game back of the Phillies. It's going to be tough. We are number one wildcard team by 5 games. But we are battling with the Phillies for the number one spot in the division. Let's end off this video by looking at the perks and spending some of our tokens. And we will end off this video now changing positions from starting pitcher to third base to starting pitcher and second base, which is not something I was trying to do, but it's happened. All right, we got 58 of these bad boys. Should we boost up our stamina? I feel like we should, because we were kind of running on fumes there at the end again in the whatchamacallit, the perfect game that we pitched. So if we bump the stamina up slightly and maybe bump up our speed a little bit, and then bump up we can't bump up our per nines. Let's bump up our reaction time slightly. All right, we'll save those 3 tokens. There we go. So now we're 74, I think, right? Yeah, 74 starting pitcher, 74 second baseman. I didn't mean to change to second base. It's just kind of happened. I was trying to get to DH. All right, well, that's going to be the end of the episode. And like I said at the beginning, I'm going to simulate these games. I might jump into like a series or 2 here and there during the simulation, just to kind of keep the stats high. And then I will catch you guys back probably around this final week of September, where the next episode will start, so that we can push for the playoffs and hopefully appear in them. So that's what's going to happen in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, though. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.